Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Like no matter how early you go to bed, you wake up feeling just as tired? Maybe you toss and turn at night, or you wake up at 3 a.m. and just lie there, staring at the ceiling. And the worst part? You remember a time, maybe in your 30s, when sleep came easy. You'd hit the pillow, drift off in minutes, and bounce out of bed with energy to take on the day. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Sleep changes with age. There's no denying that. But here's the good news. Just because you're over 60 doesn't mean you have to accept poor sleep as your new normal. In fact, with a few small but powerful habits, you can reset your nights and wake up with more energy, sharper focus, and a deeper sense of well-being. That's what today's video is all about. We're going to talk about 7 simple nighttime rituals that can help you sleep more soundly, feel more rested, and, believe it or not, help your body stay younger, longer. These aren't gimmicks or expensive products. They're natural habits, backed by science and shaped by real-life experience. Whether you've struggled with sleep for years, or you're just starting to notice a change, these tips are for you. So, let's dive in. And don't worry, I'll walk you through each step like we're having a friendly chat over tea. Let's start with one of the most overlooked but powerful habits, creating a consistent bedtime routine. Now, I know, it might sound a bit like advice for toddlers, but hear me out. When you go to bed at different times every night, sometimes at 9, other times closer to midnight, your body's internal clock gets confused. It's like flying across time zones every few days. No wonder you wake up groggy. By choosing a consistent bedtime, say 10 p.m., and sticking with it, even on weekends, you help your body know when it's time to wind down. Over time, this rhythm becomes natural. Your brain starts releasing melatonin, your sleep hormone, on cue, and sleep comes more easily. It's also helpful to build a little wind-down ritual before bed. Think of it as your body's way of shifting gears. Maybe you spend 20 minutes reading something calming, or you take a warm shower. It doesn't have to be fancy. What matters is that you do it regularly, so your brain begins to associate those activities with getting sleepy. Like a gentle signal to say, hey, it's time to rest now. Now that we've set the stage with a steady routine, let's talk about the second habit, light. Yes, light plays a major role in how well we sleep, especially as we age. Here's something you might not know. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, a sort of internal clock that's regulated by light. In your younger years, your body was more sensitive to these natural cues. But as you get older, that sensitivity fades. So we need to help it along. The best way to do that? Get natural sunlight during the day. Try to step outside in the morning, even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes. Let the light hit your skin, your eyes, your face. That morning sun tells your body, this is daytime, be alert, be awake. And just as importantly, it helps your body prepare to feel sleepy when nighttime rolls around. And when it is nighttime, make your home a cozy, low-light space. Dim the lights after dinner. Avoid bright overhead lights if you can. And here's a big one, put away bright screens an hour before bed. I know, sometimes it's tempting to scroll through your phone or watch just one more episode. But screens, especially phones and tablets, give off a blue light that tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That means less melatonin, more tossing and turning, and less restful sleep. One trick I love is switching to warm-colored lights in the evening. Those soft yellow or orange bulbs feel more like candlelight, and they help the body relax. Think of it as setting the mood for your best night's sleep. All right, we've got a steady routine and a light-friendly environment. So what's next? Let's talk about your dinner and what you do after it. Because what you eat, and when you eat, has a surprising impact on your sleep quality. As we age, our digestion slows down. That means eating a heavy meal right before bed can leave you feeling bloated, restless, or even give you heartburn. Not exactly a recipe for sweet dreams, right? Try to finish your last big meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. That gives your body time to digest without working overtime through the night. And pay attention to what's on your plate. Greasy, spicy, or sugar-heavy foods can interfere with sleep more than you think. Instead, Go for something light and calming if you need a snack later in the evening. A small bowl of oatmeal, a banana, or a few almonds can be just enough to tide you over without causing chaos in your system. And here's a bonus tip: consider sipping a sleep-friendly tea after dinner. Chamomile, lemon balm, or passionflower teas are all known for their relaxing properties. It's a simple ritual, but a powerful one. Plus, holding a warm mug in your hands is just plain comforting. Now, before we move on, let me ask you something. How often do you give yourself permission to truly slow down in the evening? We live in a world that praises productivity, always doing, always going. But sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do for your body and mind is pause. Creating an evening atmosphere that tells your nervous system, you're safe, you're calm, it's time to rest, is not just helpful, it's essential. And it doesn't take much. Dim the lights. Put on soft music. Breathe slowly. Let yourself unwind. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to change everything at once. But just imagine this: slipping into bed without your mind racing, falling asleep with ease, and waking up refreshed, like you used to decades ago. That's not just a dream, it's something you can work toward, one small habit at a time. Now that we've covered how a calming routine, mindful light habits, and smart evening eating can set the stage for better rest, it's time to look at what happens inside your mind as the evening winds down. Because here's something most people don't talk about: good sleep isn't just about what you do physically, it's just as much about your thoughts. Let's talk about stress. Not the big, dramatic kind. I'm talking about the low hum that sits in the background, worrying about the kids, your health, the bills, or even just replaying that one awkward conversation from earlier in the week. That quiet mental chatter that doesn't feel like a big deal, but still keeps your mind spinning when your head hits the pillow. That's why one of the most powerful nighttime rituals you can add to your routine is some form of mental release. And the easiest way to do that? A simple journal. Now, don't worry, I'm not talking about writing a novel or pouring your heart out every night. Just take 5 or 10 minutes with a pen and a notebook. Write down anything that's on your mind, your to-do list for tomorrow, a thought that's bothering you, or something you're grateful for that day. There's something truly magical about transferring your thoughts from your head to the page. It's like telling your brain, you don't have to hold on to this anymore. I've got it written down. You can let go now. Some people like to make a short gratitude list, 3 things they appreciated that day. It might sound small, but it actually shifts your mind into a more peaceful, satisfied state. Gratitude has been linked to better sleep, lower blood pressure, and a stronger immune system. That's right, just noticing the good things can actually help your body rest and heal. And speaking of your body, let's move to the next ritual: gentle movement before bed. Now I know what you're thinking: aren't we supposed to be winding down at night, not exercising? Yes, and that's the key word: gentle. You see, as we age, our muscles and joints can become stiff, especially if we're sitting for long periods during the day. That stiffness can actually make it harder to get comfortable at night. A simple stretching routine in the evening, nothing strenuous, just easy movements, can help loosen up your body, relieve tension, and signal to your nervous system that it's okay to relax. You don't have to join a yoga class or memorize a complicated routine. Just a few light stretches, maybe while you're watching TV or listening to calming music, can work wonders. Focus on your neck, back, hips, and legs, the areas that tend to hold tension. Even 5 minutes of stretching can improve circulation and reduce those little aches that sometimes keep you tossing and turning. And if you feel up for it, try pairing your stretches with slow, deep breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Long, relaxed breaths help lower your heart rate, calm your mind, and tell your body, it's safe now. You can rest. Now, I want to bring up something that might surprise you: your bedroom itself. Take a moment to think about the space where you sleep. Does it feel peaceful? Inviting? Or is it cluttered, bright, or noisy? As you get older, your body becomes more sensitive to disruptions. That means creating a truly restful sleep environment is more important than ever. Let's start with temperature. Most people sleep best in a cool room, somewhere around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Your core body temperature naturally drops at night, and if the room is too warm, it can actually prevent you from reaching the deeper stages of sleep. So if you find yourself waking up hot or sweaty, it might be worth adjusting the thermostat or switching to lighter bedding. On the flip side, if you're always cold at night, layering your blankets gives you better control. The goal is comfort without overheating. Next, look at light. Even small amounts of light, from a street lamp outside or the glow of a digital clock, can interfere with melatonin production. Try blackout curtains if your room isn't dark enough, and consider removing or covering up glowing electronics. Some people even like to wear a soft sleep mask. It's a small change that can make a big difference. Noise is another sneaky sleep thief. Even if you don't fully wake up, your brain is still processing sounds during the night. If you live in a noisy area or have a partner who snores, a white noise machine or even a fan can help create a consistent, calming sound that masks sudden noises. The gentle hum soothes your brain, like a lullaby for adults. And finally, make sure your bed itself supports your sleep. If your mattress is older than 8 to 10 years, it might not be giving you the support you need anymore. Sagging, lumps, or pressure points can interrupt your sleep without you even realizing it. You don't need to break the bank, but investing in your comfort is really investing in your health and longevity. Now, before we wrap up this part, I want to mention something that gets overlooked far too often: connection. Yes, real human connection. There's something beautiful about ending the day with a sense of peace in your relationships. Whether it's a few quiet words with your partner, a phone call with a friend, or simply sending a kind message to someone you care about, connection soothes the soul. Loneliness and isolation are common as we age, and they're more than just emotional issues. They can deeply affect your sleep, your energy, and even how long you live. So, if there's someone you love, reach out. And if you live alone, consider adding a little ritual of connection to your evening. Maybe it's writing a note to your grandchild, or checking in with a neighbor. Maybe it's even a quick comment in an online community where you feel supported. Whatever form it takes, that gentle reminder that you're not alone can help your mind settle into deeper rest. All these habits, mental release, light movement, a peaceful sleep environment, and meaningful connection, they aren't just routines. They're signals. Signals that tell your brain, your heart, your body, it's okay to let go of the day. It's time to rest, recover, and prepare for another beautiful tomorrow.